have. That man brought a whole boxing ring here and had to pack it up and leave because you didn't want the involvement.
Wow.
And may I add, it was a white man. Wow. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. I mean, there's nothing to do. They won't open up the gyms.
Yeah.
Like these kids, how can they get better? You know why Augusta kids stay good in basketball?
Yeah.
Because they open up them gyms.
Yeah. Yeah.
They ain't charging then tell you got to be out at a certain time.
Wow.
You can't get, I mean, all they gonna do is fight. Nah, not if you give them something to do.
Yeah.
You create. That's how you create.
Yeah.
How many hidden gyms we had when we was in school?
Yeah.
Cause kids started playing.
Yeah.
You know, they don't do that no more.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing too. You don't see. I was riding a couple of weeks ago. High school parent. You know when he was out there, he was outside doing drills with his son. He was doing drills.
Come on.
Like you don't. Everybody want to go to a trainer.
Yeah.
Or I gotta pay this guy to do this and do that. When you can just go in the backyard and do what you do best. That's what we learned then.
Yeah.
You don't need all that stuff to be great.
Yeah. So we did more because I know I have a hard time accepting the statements from people who say we don't have the resources.
Oh, we got
the resources. I don't know.
They just don't care to use them.
Nah. My thing is, I think because we see limited resources, or we're limited in our distribution of the resources, there are underlying issues that need to be addressed. That is the reasons why we don't see these things. Because again, I remember when y'all played back then, it wasn't no problem. I see coaches that I have a great respect for, young blood, who ain't got no same resources. Because I mean, you look at even from a support standpoint, I've heard people say this. Well, when somebody posted a picture of a game we had on Friday, and there was nobody in them stands.
Yeah.
And somebody posted and they said, "Don't nobody want to see y'all play Glen Hills?" But I was like, I remember a time. It didn't matter who we played.
Thank you.
Them stands were packed. I don't pay. Y'all didn't pay but the half. You know what I'm saying? Like it was up at halftime, but it were people everywhere. I want you to. I want to know your thoughts, because for me, I'm struggling with what I perceive to be the reason versus what people want to say. And the problem I have with Thomas is that a lot of people are saying stuff, but ain't nobody saying the right thing. There's what's the reason? Like even from that, like you this man don't. First of all, I think he was given a bad hand. That's number one.
Thank you.
I think he was sent to fail.
Why he was sent to fail.
Yeah.
He came in my son's senior year.
Oh wow.
So I mean, since day one, I've been on this. I'm a YB fan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look what he done did in a little amount of time.
Exactly.
I mean, even his first year there, yeah, they went what 5 and 6 or something like that. Mm-hmm. Guess what though? Mm-hmm. He made it to the second round.
Yeah.
Nobody said anything.
True now. Come on now.
Nobody said anything. And offer because he did what he was supposed to do. He created. You know what I'm saying? And think about what he came in with.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I tell you like this, they didn't even want to give him no money. And we messed around, and I mean, I went live. And like, yo, this is what's going on, this is what happened, we gonna be at White Oak Park. We end up, for the money that he wanted and needed when he went to the Boost Club and they told him no, we got it in 3 hours.
Wow.
Even with snacks, food, water, drinks, and all.
Wow.
And this is the first time anybody know anything about it.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, because it wasn't the point that we did it for the kids.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody want to show they power, but when it's time to really show your power, you know, what they do, they sit back in the chair and fiddle their thumbs. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
But yeah,
I think we need more of that. Like for whatever our children need, if it's a place to be developed, which I hope we can get to later. a place uh, to read, mentoring program.
There you
Well,
go.
because we need all that.
Yep.
We need, because there is something wrong when we are graduating illiterate students. That's an issue for me. Because I work with kids who special ed, right? I work
Yep.
with kids who have that. There's paperwork in place that will prevent them from a lot of things. But you know as well as I know, you get a certain age, you got in the community, you commit a crime. It ain't no judge in America they gonna care about you having an IEP.
Nope.
Ain't no judge gonna care.
Nope.
If you got a disability.
Nope.
Ain't nobody gonna ain't no slap on the wrist. Ain't none of that.
Nope.
Right. So are we preparing them for life?
Nope.
We're not, right?
No.
So I think if we can have some kind of program, some kind of involvement.
But I will say this though.
Come on.
They think education is a joke.
I believe that. I believe that.
You gotta think about it, man. I'm in the school system too.
Yeah.
Man, you got kids 12, 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They scamming.
Like
they think it's cool.
They do. That's true.
I had
true.
A kid showed me his Apple Pay phone and he had almost $10,000. And he said, "Man, oh yeah, I got that on scam." You know, and they happy about it. I mean, with someone, that's how someone taking care of their home. You got 13-year-old kids making sure
that's crazy.
Mama rent paid, light bill paid, and all that stuff.
Crazy.
So I mean, it's crazy, but it's a reality.
Yeah,
though.
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I hope that we can get. I don't know if we got to recruit people. I wish more than anything that people would come together, work together, set aside differences, forget about the past. We got to grow up, man. But we got to stop fussing about stuff that's years ago. We got to work together.
You got too many hidden agendas, though.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna work with somebody when you the reason why is? You know, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I give you an olive branch when I try to chop the tree down?
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Like
wow.
they don't man, they don't care.
Yeah.
Like when we was in school, even when we was in middle school, elementary school,
yeah,
6, 17 recreation department. Now you barely
that's true. That's true.
Now you
that's
barely
true.
get two.
That's true.
I know the kids aren't involved no more. Parents don't care.
Yeah.
Like it's more of a travel ball thing.
It is.
They want because I mean most of the parents feel like that gives them I guess a better chance with popularity and seeing stuff. But with me, anybody can get all the best players in town and go rustle people up.
Exactly. But I think they do that because I think what the problem is, don't nobody know how to develop these kids.
They're scared to develop.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, they're scared because they can't do it. A
Yeah.
lot of them can't do it.
They can. Yeah, I believe that.
See, but think about a lot on that coach. You know, like you don't think about it, just like you said when all us was out there. Like, look how many talented papers that they had, like that didn't play with us. Think about it. Carlos moved.
Yeah.
5th grade. Like
Wow.
5th grade.
Wow.
Like they moved straight to Augusta. This dude won 2 games probably his whole high school year. He ended up going to Auburn. Superstar.
Wow.
He ended up getting drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Straight out of Tulsa, Georgia, but I'm from Augusta.
Wow.
Because I mean, yeah, I got my feet in Tulsa, but I'm from Augusta, and you can't take that from him because his family might be here, but he from Augusta. But that's homegrown, like backyard, Pine Street School.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like that type of stuff.
Come on, man.
Like they don't like even with basketball, like the parks. They don't even go to the parks anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Cherokee Park right now will probably be about what you say about 200, no less than 250 right now. It'll be deep, beautiful day. Yeah. Don't get dark about 8 o'clock. We finna get this run in.
Yeah.
You know they don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no outside anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you riding a bicycle. That's how your legs got strong.
Yeah.
They don't do that stuff no more.
Yeah. Do you feel that the community where we are right now? Do you think that we Thompson is responsible um, for the for what we currently are, for the whether it be accomplishments or lack of accomplishments in the youth. Do you think that Thompson is to blame for that? It was a more just parents.
No, it's both.
Both. Yeah.
I mean, you giving them nothing to do.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
like we keep going back to the same thing.
For sure.
And then you gotta think about it. These parents gotta go to work and pay these bills.
That's true.
They can't sit in the house. So
that's true.
You the big brother. You gotta stand here with these other 2 to 3 kids if I got them because I gotta go get this money.
Yeah.
So you gotta be the parent until you get off. Until I get off. Then when I get off, I'm tired.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear all that and this, that, and third.
It used to be a time when, I mean, I used to be able to trust this person with my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like right now in this world, it's like honesty and loyalty is just out the window.
Yeah.
Nobody has no integrity no more.
Sure.
A lot of people don't even know what that word means.
That's true.
You know
That's true. That's true. That is true. So how do we break through that? Like, what do we do? Because I mean, we can say what's wrong, which we said. How do we break through? Like what is it gonna take? Because I mean, what we've seen over the last few years, we've seen kids get killed. We've seen kids kill other kids. We've seen kids in drive-bys. We've seen kids. We've seen murders. We've done all these things, and we still right here. Paul Thompson. Like what needs to happen then? Because it used to be a time where tragedy comes, it'll bring about some improvement. We came together. But now we
that word that everybody hate. Accountability.
Yeah.
Ain't no accountability on no side right now.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be accountable. You know. And I mean, I go back to what I say, man. Them folk know what their kids doing, and they scared of them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then the whole thing is, I love them, but I don't want them to go to jail, but he got a gun bigger than your head in your house.
Come on now. Come on, man.
And you know it. But that's my baby. I can't, that's my baby. You gotta go back to that same thing again. That's my baby.
Yeah.
But that baby think he a man.
He sure do. And they ain't gonna treat like no baby. When you do something, you get in front of that judge, he not gonna see no baby.
No.
And that judge don't care how much you cry.
No.
They don't care no matter how much you mope. They don't care about none of that.
No.
Your baby gonna get sent off.
Yeah.
But it gonna have to take somebody, I'll be like yourself, who, cause I've seen you with kids. I've seen you post about it. I've seen people that interact with you. What to make a child receive the truth from you and not their mama?
Because I'm always honest.
Yeah, gotcha.
And like, and I say this a lot. Like, I don't have a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
So when
that's powerful.
Yeah,
that's
you see what I'm saying? I don't have a dog in the fight. So when I put my boots on the ground, I'm coming to
that's
you
good.
know.
That's good. You ain't got no motive. No motive.
I just
That's
love the
good.
kids.
That's rare. That's rare.
And that's what you don't get no more.
Yeah. Wow.
You know that kid that's on the side of that house over there. You know, you see him take off rent. Oh yeah, that boy that fair. Hey man, come here. You know, simple conversation. Sometimes you don't know what a simple conversation do to kids.
That's
sometimes.
true. That's true. Good God. That's true. That's so true. That's so true. Well, I hope that I'm praying and believing for change, because I think one of the things that we don't accept is that if we ain't changing, we ain't improving. But so if you ain't improving, what are you doing? Either you gonna stay the same or you gonna decline. And I think the problem with Thompson is that we are content with decline. We're content with I'm good.
Yeah.
But see, I don't want to be blessed alone.
No.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't need the credit for helping you.
There you go.
Right.
That's why I do what I do.
Yeah. But we need more of that.
See, you just answered your own question.
Yeah.
So a lot of people ain't never seen loyalty.
True. That's true.
It always, I gotta get you before you get me.
Yeah.
You ain't just, you just gonna give me that? You know, that's why you see people, they be shocked.
Yeah.
They be scared, like, you just, I don't owe you nothing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't owe me nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Mm. Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. I believe that God is raising up people though. These people who are unknown, they're not connected, they ain't intertwined with no groups,
There you go.
they're not in these segmented societies. I think God. I think one quality of God that a lot of people don't know, or even if they do know, they don't want to publicize it, or they don't even want to accept it, is that God is selfish. He shares his glory with no man.
No man.
He wants the credit. And I understand that. And I think that there are people that he's raising up. I really believe in my heart that you want to. He's raising up people who are not in these groups. They ain't been trained. They ain't been manipulated, right? Because some people have authority without a voice, right? It's like I'm only in this position, but I ain't got no power.
Yep.
I'm just you. You just a public figure.
Man, come on, man. You know what I mean? Them cat ride around
You,
with them uniforms
man,
on. They,
what?
Popping their collar.
And you doing what somebody tell you to do. You saying what somebody tell you to
go
say.
around that corner and check on them boys.
Man, come on.
Yeah.
But I never want to be that person. I heard somebody say never accept a job that gives you the title without the authority.
That's real.
You know, and that's real because I just refuse to be a puppet. But I think God is raising up people, and I think if I wish I could scream across the world, I think that too many people in Thompson are trained to only listen to people who got these positions, who got these titles, who got these degrees, and who got.
It ain't so much as degrees. It's okay. He the cool guy. He got a little money. Oh, he got 16 different girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
So that they'll listen to that person faster than they listen to somebody who's living their life right. You know what I'm saying? Who you want to
you do.
say who wrong and who right.
Yeah, you do.
And that's my whole thing.
Yeah,
right is right and wrong.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. But I think we missing the point, right? You not getting picked because Tobias has done this or I heard this or whatever. But if this man, with all of what you said you think you know, if he's making a change in his child right here, what do you want? You want the change, or do you want you to keep you hostage?
There you go.
Some got to give, right? If like what the word said, I mean, I just think there are too many standards that we don't put in place that are not in place so we can be elite or professional. They're in place because my objective is to keep some folk down.
There you go.
I got to make sure
that he never rises.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, we get that a lot.
And that's the problem, and one of the main problems in Madison County. Because I've heard, I've studied, I've researched, I've interviewed people, I've talked to people. Even when we were kids, before we were kids, there were plenty of businesses that wanted to come to Thompson. There were plenty of people that wanted to come and pay people back then $15 an hour,
yep.
$20 an hour.
Yep.
But people were afraid.
They weren't afraid. It's just certain people who come in there and say, hey, you can't bring that here.
Exactly.
You trying to start
exactly. I don't need them to make that kind of money.
Nope.
No, Nope. You whether it be education, whether it be government, there are some entities that are in place that are designed to keep people enslaved. And I think once you know that, if we can confront these issues, then I think some people will be like yourself, who will be like, you know what, I'm gonna rise, man.
You gotta build yourself.
I got to. I'm not gonna sit here and just stay one minute.
Like what they say, every stone they throw, I'm gonna build my house.
You got to.
I mean, if I sit here and try to dodge every single last one of them, I'm gonna get hit with a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just they build with it.
Yeah. I want you to, cause I know we pretty long. I want you to, if there was a child in this community that's looking at this video, looking at this podcast, parent looking at this podcast, cause I really believe in my heart that this is the beginning of something that's going to happen in Thompson, that's going to defeat everything that's in place. Cause whether we like it or not, we answers.
We are.
You are an answer.
Yeah.
That's why life has been what it is. It has been what it is because the enemy never wanted you to get to a place to where you can speak.
Nope.
Because unlike a lot of voices, whether it be social media, whatever platform, unlike a lot of voices, those voices are eloquent, they educated, and they well versed, but it ain't got no pain attached to it.
No, no. You got to do your groundwork.
You got to.
You got to do your groundwork. You just can't come out the blue and oh yeah, now I want to do this.
Oh yeah,
you know,
true.
You can't discredit my 22 years of me.
Come on now.
Focusing on
Come
these
on
kids.
now.
You can't.
Come on now.
Even if you try,
Mm-hmm.
you can't.
Come on. They can't discredit you. Period.
Nope.
You are a survivor. See, you don't want to talk about it. See, I can talk about it. What this man don't been through, almost lost his life. No, had people in his life leave him early, raising kids. But man, you
But see, a lot of people don't understand. Like, my kids' mama died. My 3 oldest kids' mama died. I got shot.
Yeah.
3 months later.
Wow.
Where it could have been a whole situation where they could have lost both of their parents in the same year.
Wow.
And I know it's a high power.
Yeah, it is. Come on now.
They might not. A lot of people don't talk about it, but I know it's a high power.
That's true. Come on now.
I mean, 1 inch up, 1 inch down, I should be dead or paralyzed. I mean, I'm here with you right now. I mean, I ain't got no limitations.
Wow. Come on now. Come on.
I mean,
that's God.
It's a beautiful thing.
It is. Come on, man.
Like,
Come on now.
See, I mean, and people like, I don't have no arrogance to myself. I'm just me.
Yeah.
I ain't got to be cool with the cool guy. I'm all right being me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, I never wanted to be somebody else. I didn't grow up. I grew up idolizing my great grandmama, y'all. She taught me everything. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to clean.
Come on now.
She taught me how to sew.
Wow.
She taught me how to be a good person.
Yeah.
She didn't teach me how to be a man, but she taught me how to be a good person.
That's true. Which is why we need voices like you. You know what I'm saying? Which is why, I mean, because I don't think I have no huge platform. I don't think I have no huge following. But what I do have is
a voice.
And the voice that I have has to echo, hey y'all, there's another voice for this generation. There's a voice for this region. There's a voice for this community. It ain't attached to nothing that's out of selfishness. It ain't attached to nothing that wants to credit. It's attached. It got some blood on it. It got some pain on it. And if the generation that we're raising up, if they don't hear it, they ain't got no daddies at home. Right? They got parents. These parents are working 2 jobs. Right? Yeah. So they got stuff going on, but there are people that God has saved for such a time as this, and you one of them. And we got to support that. We got to embrace that. We have got to critique our standards, right, in such a way to where we got, you know what, he right, man. You know, he right, man. Right? He ain't gonna lie to my child. He gonna be honest with him. He gonna tell them the truth. He gonna look at him in the eye, and he ain't afraid of him.
No.
Right? Because if you can look at death in the face, and bounce back from that, oh man, no, it's your time to rise. It's your time, man. I'm excited about it, man. You and your family, you and your wife, man. Y'all are some people, man, that's gonna make an impact on this community. And it's time for people to stop judging. It's time for people to turn off some of these voices that can't lead you nowhere. Right? Because if nothing else, what your voice can do, it can make them men. It can get them ready for where they're headed. Right? It can lay some foundation, and that's what it be.
I still do a lot of work, but I do it in the background. I don't care to be. I don't have to take a picture and put it on Facebook and let everybody know that I'm working with this kid or that kid. You know what I'm saying? Because them 2 kids or 3 kids that I'm in that picture with, that ain't all I'm doing.
Oh, for sure. But I want it to be. We need more kids.
Oh yeah.
We need more kids to find out where you at.
There you go.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I mean, I want some parents. We got to do something. Somebody got to get behind it. Well, even if it's your business, if it's these plates, if it's these scans, we got to get behind because we need to start supporting people in Thompson who got pure motives. Not just people who trying to make a name for themselves, not just people who trying to get rich off other people. We need to support people like this brother right here, and that's what I want to do. That's what we need to do, and I'm praying and hoping that it'll launch now. So I mean, hey, I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. You already know I got number love for you, brother. I know
I appreciate everything.
you know. So man, I want everybody that's watching this podcast to support my brother, man. Support my brother. Tell that everybody in Thompson ain't out for themselves. We got some real brothers, some real men in the community, and this brother one of them. He can help them not just in football, in life.
There you go.
Cause you need it, man. I need you to live, brother. We need it, man. So man, hey, I'm gonna let you. Yeah, he gonna have the last words. Looking at cameraman and say what's on your heart, man. Cause I want people to know you. We need to know you, man.
Well, the motto always gonna be keep pushing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna quote these words one more time for y'all. Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
Yeah.
And we gonna stand on it.
Yeah. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love you guys so much. We might need to bring him back for part 2. Y'all message him. Y'all blow him up. Don't let him get no sleep. Y'all send him messages on Facebook. Y'all buy all his skins. Y'all buy all his plates. Support him so he can come and do a part 2. Because this man I was telling my wife about it. This man got a story to tell, man. You got a story to tell. That story gonna save some lives, man. It's gonna do it.